Hello. How are you, friends? Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are here again with a new video. We have started a mini series where we will explain all the greatest games ever played in the history of chess. असां 10 गेम्स सॉर्ट आउट कयूं आहिनि जेके असां हिते रिव्यू कंदासीं एनालाइज़ कंदासीं ऐं तव्हां सां डिस्कस कंदासीं so that you can learn greatest moves ever played in the history of chess. Let's come to the board to analyze the game. Before doing that, I will explain the game was played between Paul Morphy and Duke Karl, Count Isouard. These were two players who played chess against the Morphy. It was played in 1858 in Paris, the Opera House show. So बर्फी के गेम या पूरी करनी हुई उनखे पार्टिसिपेट भी कयो उन हिकिड़े शो में. That's why he has to end it quickly. So let's analyze the game and see what happens. Murphy played e4, Zabardast, and Blake played e5. White plays f3, knight to develop knight. Black plays d6, pawn. White plays d4, pawn to attack on this pawn. e5. Bishop to the g4 to attack on the knight. दोस्तों ये मूव एक्चुअल काफ़ी टाइम का यो खेॾियो वेंदो आहे चेस जी हिस्ट्री में. नाइट खे बि पिन कबो आहे इन तरीक़े सां ऐं नाइट सां ट्रेड ऑफ बि कबो आहे बिशप. White plays pawn, pawn captures pawn, bishop captures knight, and queen captures bishop again. Pawn takes pawn. Now this is open file for the queen, which is actually advantage for some time to the black pieces. Bishop develops to c4 to attack on this pawn. This is very weak pawn. If bishop takes it, the king has only move to take with the king, so it loses its castling chances, which is very necessary for the king to keep it in the safe region. So knight develops, queen to the b3 for the idea to attack on this pawn and check the queen, check the king. So black has either to move d7 or to e7 to defend the pawn with the queen. So he plays e7. Knight develops. छो जो इनखे इहो ई आइडिया आहे त बिशप खे पाण एक्सचेंज कजे नाइट सां ऐं पोइ वरी कैसलिंग कजे. लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपन्स. pawn to the c6. Basically it is played to attack on bishop with the pawn b5. Bishop to the g5 to attack and pin the knight. Pawn attacks on the bishop c4. At this position Morphy had multiple moves to save his bishop. He can come back on any square in this diagonal, but he captured with the knight. He had two moves. Either he can capture with the bishop, then pawn takes bishop and knight takes pawn, but he captured with the knight, so that pawn takes knight, bishop takes pawn, and Black's king is under check. Now Black has two moves. Either he can bring his knight to the d7, or he can bring this knight to the d7, or he can move his king, which is very unnecessary move here, because in future he had to castle. He plays knight to the d7. Now bishop can be traded off with the knight. Castles. There are two options for the castling. One is queen side, other is king side. One is called short castling and other is long castling. Mostly players nowadays go with the king side castling, but players can also go for the long side castling to open this file, because in king side castling rook cannot be opened with the opened completely on this file. So this was basically idea for Morphy's to open the rook and attack on this profile. Bishop defend, rook defends knight. Rook takes knight. So now Black has only to move rook and take rook. Now at this moment this rook is pinned, because Black cannot move his rook. There is the attacking of the bishop. So best move for the white is to either to capture this knight or open this rook to d1 and attacking on this rook. Morphy plays d1 here and he attacks on this rook, because Black cannot move his rook, it's pinned here. Black plays queen to the e6. Black actually wants to trade off queen. Bishop takes rook and Black king is under check. So he has just single move to take bishop with the knight. What an amazing move here. Morphy sacrificed his queen. The reason behind it is that if knight takes queen, then there is a checkmate, because Black bishop is attacking on this square, and if knight is placed to the other side, then rook will attack on this square. So for the ideal move, Black is to play this pawn to create some space for the king. Let's see what happens. Oh, blunder. Black blunders here. He takes queen with the knight, which is actually a greatest blunder here. Now bishop rook can Attack on the knight, on the king, and checkmate here. Okay, checkmate. Friends, this was the game which Morphy plays in a beautiful way and checkmated. So far now, I would take leave, and inshallah we will meet in next game. We have started a new mini series where we will be discussing top 10 great games played in the history of chess. So like, comment and share our subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.